You want me to throw this, don't you? I can tell. Alright. Anyway, it's whatever day it is. And that's all I have to say about that. So yes, it's Tuesday. I had chemo on Friday. Got chemo Friday again. So I'm sort of halfway there. And it was a good weekend. I actually rode my bike 40 miles on Saturday. Saturday, and another 30 on Sunday. And kept waiting to feel like I just was going to crash. And it hasn't really happened. I mean, I'm definitely lower energy today, and I definitely was tired last night. And I didn't swim much Monday morning, but there hasn't been a full-on crash. In fact, I've kind of been down on myself that I didn't go running today. And instead just rode the spin bike for 40 minutes. Life is weird. Yep. Put it in my hand. Or not. I was thinking about the process of vlogging and how I'm still kind of getting used to it, but it's getting comfortable quickly talking to a camera. Like I'm standing in the middle of this park, it's like reservoir park thing by myself, well, with my dog, and I'm talking. I'm also not wearing anything on my head, which always makes me feel a little self-conscious. I'm actually less self-conscious about being entirely bald than I am about having like this like 16 hairs on my head, which is probably the next stage. It is, oh, there's my cell phone. It is pouring out. And I'm going to go to the gym and feel completely vindicated about choosing to run on a treadmill. Vindicated? Completely legitimate, completely okay about choosing to run on a treadmill rather than running outside. Because I don't mind running in the rain if it's warm, hot summer, but this is, no way, dude. And who knows, maybe there'll be something good on TV. The little TV they have beside the, in front of the treadmill. So I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out, take a shower, come home, work a little, have some lunch, and then my mom is coming to visit today. And not quite sure what that will entail, whether or not we'll do some chores around here together or go out or just hang out. We'll see. I'm home from the gym. It's Wednesday. Me and Millie are chilling. I'm tired. That's the chemo for you. So at one point I was having all this neuropathy, and I haven't been talking about it much lately, so I thought I should update you. Extreme ends of my nerves, like my fingertips and my toes, are experiencing some nerve damage, and what that feels like to me is I want to talk, but her tongue will go in my mouth. What that feels like to me is just like a tingling and like sort of a hypersensitivity, and it can get to the point where you have numbness and pain, and to the point where you can't like button your own clothes, and for some people it doesn't go away, and so my doctor's really concerned about that as an issue for me. And worst case scenario, they have to take me off this drug and put me on another drug. And the reason why that's bad in my mind is that the other drug has a lot of other side effects, and right now the neuropathy is really like the worst of it with the drug that I'm on right now. So I've been taking a bunch of different supplements that were recommended to me, some different B vitamins and some amino acid things that nourish the nerves, and that it seems to be helping, but I've been also on a lower dose of the chemo. This past week I got a higher, I'm still not quite up to 100%, but it was raised, and in the last couple of days the neuropathy had gone away, and in the last couple of days it's coming back. And so I still have 7 more rounds of chemo to go, so I'm worried that at some point my doctor's going to want to switch my drug, and I'm going to have to deal with a whole nother set of side effects, which I'm not thrilled about. Right, Millie? You're not thrilled about it either, are you? She's going to get, I think this weekend, if we get around to it, she's going to get all of this lovely fur sheared down like a sheep. Because she's just really matted and knotted, and although she's extremely cute with long fur, we need to do a better job of taking care of it when it's growing, so that it doesn't get so messed up. And it's not just cosmetic; it's that her skin, to be healthy, needs to be able to breathe, and having matted up dreadlock skin isn't, over her skin isn't going to help anything. So you'll get to see my dog in her skinny glory. So the other day I went for chemo, and I didn't talk about this in my last vlog because I just wasn't sure it was a good idea. But I thought I would tell you now. Before they called me in for chemo, I was sitting in the waiting room, and the director of the cancer center came out to introduce himself to me and said he needed to talk to me. And he took me to a conference room along with the nurse who was going to be doing my chemo that day, and told me that it had come to his attention that very day that I've been vlogging, that I've been videotaping and putting my videotapes up online, and that in some of those videos I'm showing the cancer center. And he was saying that I can't do that. And I told him I've been very careful. I don't ever show another patient, and I've shown a couple of nurses, and in both cases the nurses were fully aware of what I was doing and had given me their permission. So they knew exactly what was going on, and they said yes. And he said, well, the nurses don't have the right to say yes, because it's not just them, it's also the cancer center itself, and it's private property, and even the furniture is private. It's a private place. So I said fine, I won't film there anymore, and that it's going to be kind of a pain to take those down because they're edited into other videos, and I had to edit that part out and redo those videos. And and also, it's a disappointment for the people who watch them to not see. I think it helps people to see that the cancer center is staffed by human beings, and that it's not all grim and horrible, and that we're laughing, and it's I think it shows the place in a good light. And later on I was thinking about it some more, and I was realizing, and if I take them down and explain that I was asked to take them down, then people coming along later will wonder what was so terrible there, and maybe get worried about something that they don't need to be worrying about. So actually the director of the cancer center was really very positive about the idea of them being a positive thing, and going forward I made no stink. I understand, like, they need to have control, and I'm not an employee there, and they probably don't have the resources to put into me and make sure that I'm, they'd have to take an awful big risk on me if they were to give me permission to keep vlogging in the cancer center, and I'm okay with that. I understand that. So the director of the cancer center said that I could leave the videos up and write a letter asking permission to leave what I have there up and let them review it. So He also gave me a phone number of a patient advocate or a patient ombudsman who helps to like mediate, I don't know, complaints, I guess, against the hospital. I don't have a complaint against the hospital. They have a complaint against me, and I think it's going to work out. I'm hoping it will. I just had to turn the camera back on because it's so green. Something has shifted in the seasons, and now the grass is coming back. It's a good thing. So, alright, time to go home. Time to visit with my mom. She'll be here any minute. Come on, dog. Let's go. Millie, come on. Come. Millie, come. Good girl. Oh, I spoke too soon. That's the other thing about spring. Too many good smells for dogs.
Oh, sweetie.
Had to put a blanket over her to protect the clothing from the Millie mud.
Millie mud.
Muddy paws.
Hey, Millie mud. Yeah.
Oh no. Millie, that's enough.
She's smiling anyway. Right? Woof.
No. No, Millie.
No.
She won't stop barking at you if you encourage that. Millie, stop. Millie, she's hoping that she can get you to jump up and start playing with her if she barks enough. Oh, heaven. Record. So my mom is helping me prep vegetables. Just because it's so nice to have things chopped up and then ready to use. And I have an exciting new crop of fava beans from the grocery from my food co-op, which I'm kind of excited about because I've only had them once before. Have you had fava beans?
I have.
I really liked them.
I do too.
So I'm reading online about how to prepare them because I really didn't know, and it's really just quite simple, but it is a little bit time consuming because I'm a lazy cook. I like things that are easy, so you have to shell them and then blanch them, and then there's like a pod, then there's like a little thin skin on these that has to come off of every bean too before you cook them.
So you do have to skin that?
Yeah, so you have to blanch them to make it easy to get that off. Anyway, so there's all the shells that I've done so far. See on the picture you can see the second picture down, that's before the skins came off, and that's after. So there's butternut squash, parsnip, potato, and Brussels sprouts. There is actually a little piece of carrot, might as well do that. I'm just going to boil all of them together. Put some onion in there too, maybe. And then I'll use the broth for a soup, and I'll take the other stuff, and I'm just going to puree it all. And if I was eating butter, I would put butter in it. I'm not eating butter.
I love butter and squash.
But I think instead I'm just going to use some rosemary and a little bit of olive oil. And I'll make a little, maybe some guacamole or something to put on top of the puree. Some salt and pepper. It'll be good. Perfect. So pretty.